So in today's video, we're going to continue with our focus on Synology 1621 Plus. In the short series that I recently did, we talked about upgrading the RAM, how to install a 10 gig networking card, and how to install 2 SSD caching drives. So today we're going to set up those caching drives, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a duplication test before and then again after the cache is set up to see if there's any improvement in performance. Okay, let me set the stages for what we're about to do. So you can see here I have the file station open. I have my system health and resource monitor here on the left side of the screen. What I've done is I've created a data folder that contains about 26.5 gig worth of data. And then I've created 3 blank folders. And what I'm going to do is copy this folder and then paste it in each of the 3 blank folders. So we'll have 3 duplication processes going on simultaneously. We'll have the iPhone up in this over here monitoring it. So as soon as I hit paste on the first blank folder, we'll start the stopwatch and we'll time it and we'll see how long it takes to complete all 3 processes. That said, let's go ahead now and let's go ahead and copy the folder. Let's come into the first folder here. I'm going to go ahead and hit paste and overwrite is fine and start the stopwatch. Okay, let's go ahead and copy and paste over into data copy 2, and then we'll copy and paste over into data copy 3, and then we'll bring up here the process indicator as well, the status indicator, so you could watch the process. If you take a look at the resource monitor, the CPU is working at about 12% and the RAM is about 2%. So we'll just let this run, and when all 3 tasks complete, I'll hit the stopwatch and we'll see how long it did take. From there, we'll go ahead and create the SSD cache, and then we'll complete the identical test again to see if there was any improvement in the duplication process. Okay, let's go ahead now and create the SSD cache. So I'm here in my Synology. Let's click on the main menu. We'll launch the storage manager. We'll come down to HDD/SSD. And you can see here we have the 2 cache devices not initialized. So we'll come up to where it says manage available drives. Then from here, we're going to select create SSD cache. And here we're going to leave it set to volume 1. And we can create a read-write cache or a read-only cache. Since I already have 2 drives in there, I'm going to go ahead and leave it set to read-write cache and click on Next. Here we're presented with a message that says, I understand that data loss may occur if the SSD read-write cache is not removed properly. We're just going to agree to that and click Continue. Here we have to select the RAID type. We only have one, which is RAID 1. And it requires a minimum of 2 drives, and it gives us the total number of drives used for fault tolerance as 1. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on Next. Then here I'm going to select both drives and we're going to go ahead and click on Next. And here we're just going to click Max to modify the allocated capacity to use all of it. And here's the option to pin all Btrfs metadata to SSD cache. And it says here, enable this feature to enhance the performance of small file access and response time of files that are periodically rewritten, especially in active backup, hyper backup, or snapshot related operations. Please note that this feature requires more cache capacity. So let's go ahead and enable that and click on Next. And then here's just a summary of all the settings we've made. We're going to go ahead and click on Apply. And here it says all the data on the newly added drives will be erased. Are you sure you want to continue? We're going to click on the red OK button. And now it should be erasing the drives and setting up the cache. And we can see here it's erasing. And now we have the cache set up. Both cache 1 and cache 2 are set to normal status. So there you go, guys. We're going to go ahead, now that we have the cache set up, we're going to repeat the duplication test and see if we could beat the time of 7 minutes, 11 seconds. So I have to admit, in summary, I'm a little surprised at these test results. This test wasn't indicative of any type of scientific or controlled environment setting. It was just a small real world test in a lab setting. However, I'm pretty surprised at the results that they were slower after creating the read-write SSD cache. I thought maybe they would be the same or slightly improved, but I didn't expect slower results. Now, that said, in full disclosure, because I got the slower results, I did rerun the test several times offline with the ButterFS pinned option enabled and disabled, and regardless, I consistently got slower results. That said, if you're experiencing slower results after creating a read-write cache on your Synology, let me know down in the comments below. And if you have any idea as to why it's slower, also put that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you like this type of video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out some of the other videos that I have listed here up above. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. And I want to thank you, as I do in every video, for using the Amazon affiliate links. I know they don't change your price, but they do help out the channel. My name is Tony with Quik Tech Solutions. As always, please stay safe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And as always, I'd like to thank our Patreon supporters. And if you would like to help support the channel, there's links to the Patreon page and PayPal down in the video description.